Many nations rely heavily on the employment of cutting-edge fighter jets to keep their military defenses in place today. The American-owned B-2 Spirit fighter plane is one of them. The most costly jet fighter in the world is said to be this stealth bomber. During the Cold War, the initial purpose of the B-2 Spirit was to breach the Soviet Union's air defenses and launch nuclear strikes against targets. However, as time went on, its goal changed to include conventional precise hits. To reduce its radar footprint, Northrop developed the B-2 Spirit, which uses sophisticated composite materials and radar avoidance technology. The B-2 has shown its value in a number of conflicts, including the Kosovo War and operations in Afghanistan and Iraq, despite having expensive development expenses. With the ability to transport both nuclear and conventional payloads, the B-2 continues to be an essential part of the U.S. strategic armamentarium. First exhibited in 1988 at Air Force Plant 42 in Palmdale, California, the B-2 was known as Spirit. The bomber had a jagged back and resembled a boomerang. Its wings and body blended together fluidly, just like earlier Northrop designs, and its four General Electric F-118 GE 100 non-afterburning turbofans were buried deep into the aircraft. The B-2 was the most costly aircraft ever manufactured at the time, with an estimated unit cost of USD $515 million. The B-2 has dimensions of 69 feet long by 17 feet high. Its wingspan, like that of the XB-35 and YB-49, is 172 feet. The aircraft can reach a maximum altitude of 50,000 feet and a speed of 680 miles per hour. It can be refueled by air and has a 6,000-mile range without refueling. One of the first military aircraft to use innovative composite materials is the new bomber. Aluminum and titanium make up the remaining portion of the aircraft, with woven composites including glass, carbon, and graphite fibers, making up over 80% of its structure. A radar-absorbing coating is another feature of the B-2 Spirit that helps to further minimize radar fingerprints. According to former Chief of Staff of the Air Force Larry Welch, radar sightings of the B-2 fall under the bug category. The B-2 is armed with two weapons chambers integrated into its belly, which combined have the capacity to store up to 60,000 pounds of bombs. 8 bomb racks are carried by each chamber, and the bomber can carry up to 16 B-61-7 bombs, 10 to 360 kilotons, B-61C-11 bombs, 400 kilotons, or B-83-1 thermonuclear bombs, 1.2 megatons, when operating in the nuclear role. In addition, B-61-12 bombs with a dial-a-yield configuration, 0.3, 1.5, 10, or 50 kilotons of power, can be carried by the B-2 Spirit. Long-range standoff nuclear cruise missiles are carried by the B-2 in place of armed nuclear missiles at this time. The B-2 Spirit was equipped with conventional strike capabilities in order to breach sophisticated air defense networks during the post-Cold War period. Up to 16 2,000-pound Joint Directed Attack Munition (JDAM) satellite-guided bombs can be transported by the bomber. The AGM-154 Joint Standoff Weapon, a flying plan bomb with a 50-mile range and a GPS-based guidance system, is also carried by it. The Spirit is capable of carrying both the new extended-range JASSM-ER and the AGM-158 Joint Air-Surface Standoff Missile JSSM for long-range strikes. Lastly, the B-2 can deploy two 20-foot-long, 30,000-pound Massive Ordnance Penetrator (MOP) bombs per weapon bay to strike targets. The B-2 Spirit fighter plane has seen a great deal of service in traditional capacities. Bombs were dropped by the B-2 Spirit for the first time in the 1999 Kosovo War and the 2003 Iraq War. Following 9/11, the B-2 was among the first to attack the Taliban and Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan. In 2011, it also bombarded Libyan forces.